Showtime, boys.
Piece of his engine.
What is that?
I don't know. Probably on like on the one of the rods.
So day 2, or part 2, we're starting to strip down the truck of all this undercover shields, take off the wheels. We'll kind of explain in detail in a second. Got the oil pan, pickup tube. Pickup tube. I'm gonna drop the camera for this, but I got the coolant and the filter, and then we should be all good. I think these are holding it in.
No, those are on the bumper.
So first we're gonna drain the supercharger coolant, the radiator coolant, and the engine oil. And then start taking off the wheels and control arms and whatnot. You gotta take off the exhaust, the cats. And you'll probably be taking off the cats will be easier instead of keeping the cats on the exhaust.
If it's easier, then
Because see how the
yeah, it's easier.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You want to drop the transmission separate? Like we could drop it from right here.
Right now?
We could, yeah.
Why don't you drop it in one piece?
That's up to you. I'm just saying.
I think it'd be easier. This thing's huge. And plus the transfer case and all that. I think it'd be easier.
Separate.
Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. But this side of the exhaust is harder to get to because it's drive shaft.
Oh, we gotta drop the transfer case separate because we can do that later. It'll be a lot easier.
We should be good. Time and power. Where's the hole? I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
Right there. Right here, you can see it. I'll bet you there's another bigger one because that piece came out somewhere bigger.
Damn. Remember these?
Yeah. Don't forget it this time.
Alright. Yeah. Where's it at? So look, there's no cooler here.
It's just
Like the Hellcats. Let me see the light. Usually Hellcats, behind this vent, there's a supercharger cooler. But on this one, is it part of the radiator?
No, there's another one.
There's another one in front of it?
Right here, look at the pump. It's right here. It's the pump for it.
Oh damn. Drain with the radiator coolant.
It's separate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I just pop off one of the lines on.
Yeah, it's up top though. The lines are not here.
Oh.
Can't reach your home.
These are for
Does
the
it
oil.
still have oil in it? Do you know?
Probably not. I doubt it does, but we could we gotta take these off regardless.
Yeah, I know that.
We'll take these off, take off the lower hose, and then start on the big shit. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Let me see your light real quick. Oh, it's that one over there. Alright, so lower radiator hose is off. Now we're gonna pop off the oil cooler lines, which are these two over here. And then like he said, we gotta disconnect one of the lines off the supercharger reservoir to drain it. Which is already drained. I don't think there's too much in there.
Yeah.
And then start taking off the wheels and start taking off the big stuff.
take them off from right here, but it's closer.
Can't reach the back?
Like everything's in the way.
Remember that thing with the spring?
Yeah.
You think that'll work?
Oh, I get the hard spot.
We could probably reach the top, but I doubt you get the bottom. The bottom's turned over, the clamp.
You got the pliers here?
No. Now we're gonna disconnect it from here, from the C clamps, and then keep the rest of it on. It's not gonna be in the way. And then take off the AC lines, or these are the transcooler lines. AC lines are this way. And everything should be good on top. And then the fuel line on this one's different. I don't know if you can see that, but it clips on from the back, not from the side like the regular Hellcats do. So we're gonna probably have to swap over this whole fuel rail to the Redeye motor to make it work.
No, we can slide it that way.
Yeah. So we couldn't disconnect the fuel supply because it's like all the way tucked in. So we took off the rails and then we're gonna slide it out. See if that works.
See if you can pull it from here, I'm gonna feed it.
All right. That's it. Now I gotta take off all these hoses, take off the heater core lines. I've done the firewall, which you can't even see. Put the light back here.
It's not E85. It's still full of E85?
No, it shouldn't be. Oh, they're right there. Those are easy to get to. Now we gotta take off this one, whatever this is. It goes right
here.
in there. Does it have a clamp on it?
No clamp.
No clamp. So I ended up taking it from the actual brake booster, the vacuum hose, this one over here. Just a lot easier than not trying to play with it from inside. But other than that, I think the only thing left is the heater core hoses, which are, let me see if I can get the better angle, right there. There's two, of course, and then there's another hose in there. You see this hose in there?
Where?
Did that just spark? All right, now we're gonna take off the upper control arm from this ball joint bolt over here, and then we'll disconnect it from the clevis, which is this big ass bolt right in there. So we're gonna keep the strut. Hey, we're keeping the shock on there, right? I think it'll be easier.
I don't think so.
You see it?
On the car.
Huh?
You mean the shock stays on the car?
Yeah. We'll take off this bolt, take off the sway bar, and this the clevis bolt down here.
Yeah.
And then we'll just take off this and drop down together.
Gotta take off the Brembo first.
Yeah. Basically how we did the other one. So it looks something like this. I disconnected the ABS line, or the connector, from the main connector over here. And then we're gonna take off the Brembo with these two star bolts hanging on the strut, and then take off the upper control arm bolt. And we should be good. You got the socket for the Brembo? You already took it out?
Yeah, it's right.
You know what's the alternative for this?
What?
A 12 point.
Why?
It works the same.
I know for the seats, the 10 works the same.
And that's it, suspension's done. Everything's disconnected. This was a bolt That was going through that bottom one. Was it 24?
No, it's like an inch and stuff.
We're good to go. Steering column's disconnected. Now we're gonna raise it and start taking all the bottom stuff off. Only thing's gonna stay mounted to the car is the shock. What'd you say?
He has a bad drive shaft.
Why?
Full of grease.
I think that's oil.
It's grease.
Is it really? Oh shit. Exhaust is off. Now we're gonna take off the cats. Then we're gonna take off the front drive shaft to reach the O2 sensor in there. And then get ready to drop it with the cradle. Alright, so one of the oil lines are off. We got one more. And the cooler lines, which are up there for the trans. And then we're ready to drop. Okay, so we disconnected the oil cooler hoses. Now we're gonna disconnect the power steering connectors right over there. There's two of them. And then I think we have to drop it down to disconnect the trans cooler lines, which are up there. Other than that, we should be good. And now we have to take off the flywheel bolts by taking off the shield over here. And there should be 6 in there. And then we're ready to drop. Everything else is good to go. We're gonna keep everything on as one piece, and then after we get it on the floor, we'll start separating it. But so far, so good. Now we're ready to drop. Everything else is disconnected. Trans cooler lines are off from right over here. We're good to go. And this is the harness for the engine. This one stays with the body of the car. What's that?
The radiator, we forgot to unclip it.
From the fan? Or the shroud, whatever?